Hi, me again. And do you know what? I've always fancied myself as a bit of an agony aunt. Love the idea of it. I reckon I'd make a cracking one. So today, I'm going to put myself up against the legend that is dear Deirdre and see if I can do a better job. Let's go. My wife would rather watch EastEnders than have sex with me. Fair play, women do like a bit of EastEnders, and if you're trying to have sex during EastEnders, I'm not surprised you're getting snubbed. Maybe find out who her favourite character in EastEnders is and dress up as that. Get her to dress up as Doc Cotton and you dress up as Phil Mitchell. Try a bit of role play. Spice things up a bit. Lovely. My boyfriend is obsessed with the news and wants me to act like Fiona Bruce. Fiona Bruce, eh? Well, each to their own, I guess. But this goes back to saying what I said earlier on about dressing up as Phil Mitchell and doing a bit of role play. It doesn't hurt to spice things up. If you're going to get a good night of loving by dressing up as Fiona Bruce, who's that hurting? Have a go at it. You might like it. It's not going to hurt to read some fake headlines while he's downstairs doing some stuff to you, is it? Give it a go. God, don't be such a prude. Get on with it. Go and do some sex dressed as Fiona Bruce. A young woman has been in touch with my husband claiming she is his daughter. Now, I'm a bit concerned that something like this might happen to me, because I was a bit wild in my early 20s. I just turned 40. I'm expecting a knock on the door any day saying, "Hello, Dad." I'll be worrying. But this was why the good Lord gave us DNA testing. Just get one done. Why write to Dear Deirdre? Just spend a few quid, get a DNA test done. And it's a bloody shame that Jeremy Kyle's off the telly, because that would have been a cracker on there, and you get a free DNA test. Never mind. My girlfriend started punching me while we had sex and tried to scratch my face. Yeah, that's taking the role-playing thing a little bit too far, I think. A little bit of a gentle slap, everybody likes. Or is that just me? Everybody likes. But punching, scratching, if he's not into it, you can't do it. Them's is the rules, unless you're dressing up as Fiona Bruce. My friend says she saw the guy I'm seeing hanging out with another girl. God, what is this, primary school? Just ask him. Ask him straight. So was you hanging out with another girl? If he says yes, find out what it was about. If he says no, then you have the choice to believe him or not. But why worry to Deirdre? We're not in primary school. Grow up. Ask him. You get the answer. You either like the answer or you don't like the answer. And you can make your decision from there like a grown-up. I've fallen for my favourite prostitute and hope she'll start to feel the same. She won't. But she will play up to it to get more bookings out of you, because this is what she does for a living. Regular customers pay her bills. The film Pretty Woman was not a documentary. That doesn't happen. She's a prostitute. She's getting money from men. If you're happy to continue to pay her under those circumstances, more power to you. But she's never going to feel the same, mate. This is what she does for a living. She just wants your money. I can't last long enough in bed, and I worry I am not satisfying my wife. I don't think there's a bloke out there that hasn't had this problem, so I don't think this bloke should worry too much. I think it's perfectly normal. We all have times like that. There are things you can do. Thinking of Margaret Thatcher in a hot tub, or thinking of interesting products you might like to buy for your car is a good one. Or, there's no rules to this. If you feel like you're getting close, stop for a minute and switch to doing something else to your wife, and then go back in a bit later on once things have settled down a little bit. There's no rules. You make the rules. You do whatever you want. If the worst thing happens, then buy yourself a little mechanical friend and let him take the first shift, and you come up and you take the glory at the end. Done. Devastated Gabriella tells boyfriend Billy about her infertility. Now, I'm not actually going to do anything with this one. I just thought it was interesting as to why James May is in Deirdre's photo casebook this week. Dear Deirdre, my fiancé had an affair with his best mate's girlfriend. Am I wrong for staying? Obviously, we need to see the girl in question and to know how drunk he was at the time and whether she came onto him. But immaterial of all of that, I'd just be interested to see. Immaterial of all of that, go. Why are you still with him? He cheated on you. He's done it once. He'll do it again. Go. And his mate should dump him as well. Don't like cheaters. Dear Deirdre, I had fast and furious sex with my husband's pal on the morning of our wedding. You, my dear, are probably one of the worst human beings I've ever heard of. I hope you get divorced, and I hope you get nothing out of the divorce at all, because you deserve None of it. What kind of person does that? That's one of the worst things I've ever heard of. Now, fuck off. Ugh. I'm 19 and I have never had a relationship and I don't know why. Why are you in such a rush? You're 19. Work on your career, work on yourself, try and build a life. The more passionate you are and the more successful you are, the more chance you've got of finding a partner. Do that. Don't be in a rush. God, it cost me a fortune when I was like 19, 20, taking girls out and clubbing and eating dinners and that. Don't be in a rush. I wish I'd worked harder and dated less. Don't worry about it, honestly. Leave it as long as possible if I was you. My lying husband is angry at my fling, but I think he's cheated too. Well, this sounds like a loving and trusting relationship, doesn't it? Maybe you two are better off breaking up and fucking off and going to sort your lives out yourself and wondering why you're cheating on each other before moving forward with your lives. That's what I would do. Bloody hate, I don't like cheaters. I have been cheated on, and that may partly be why I don't like cheaters. You should break up. Break up. Do you know what? Thinking about it, I should have done this as my character Anita, shouldn't I? If you don't know who Anita is, I'll put a playlist above to some sketches that I do with my character Anita. Maybe she'd be better as an Agony aunt. Let me know in the comments below if you want Anita to be the Agony aunt in future if I do another one of these videos. If you've got any problems you'd like me to answer in a future Agony aunt video, leave them below and I'll see you in another video again soon. Thanks for watching.